banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Tennessee started out strong, but limped to the finish line in the SEC last year, going just 4-4. There is work to be done. They did not get extra eligibility for their quarterback, but known as the quarterback whisperer, Josh Heupel looks to rebuild at Tennessee. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Volunteers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that opponent.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Makes the catch at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Got him in. It's Jackson.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
Hard running there. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him. They're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And they've been so good at it. It's not just the early ground game that you got to worry about. It's the wear-out factor late. They usually commit to the run game. They committed to Bishop last year. He got over 1,000 yards and looking to improve upon that this year.
He'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Keeps it on first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The run inside. It's Bishop. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Staley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking for room. It's Bishop. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown ball.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Owls sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The option, the keeper. Quick toss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keeper. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Go back to work. Going to try to get it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of...
Maybe some room here. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Touchdown, Owls! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Vols in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. There's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab in their space. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the red zone, it's Bishop. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Quarterback keep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Quarterback adapted. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Running inside, it's Bishop. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going for it on 4th down.
Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Collins. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Finds his man. It's Bryson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gary. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. And you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Buys a little time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 9 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Neyland Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll move the tight end. Keeps it on the bootleg. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's open on the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will come up here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Collins. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, when the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how effective.
He's got it down the field. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The run inside. It's Bishop. Stumbled to the ground. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Morgan. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Makes the catch. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Tennessee sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Sends it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown ball! He got loose and it was lights out after that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
On the ground with the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Rush is on him. Desperately looking. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already going long. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Final play of the quarter coming. Going with the counter play here. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. When the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. To throw, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're working that left side. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start on offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Bishop. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Vols send out the punt unit.
Number 98 is on to punt it away.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Trying to move them on the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Booker. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Football is about adjustments. 1st half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. 2nd half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Made a defender miss. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation. Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas, in Centennial Bank Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, the Red Wolves head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Red Wolves will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will go on the attack first. Ricky Collins, he's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Morgan. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Morgan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Pulls it on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Red Wolves offense takes the field for the first time in this game. this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Red Wolves want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Turns it loose deep. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Run in the red zone. It's Clay. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Middle of the end zone, he's got it.
And that's exactly how you draw up your opening drive. You want to get your quarterback comfortable, get him on script, in rhythm, and he was. 4 for 4 on that drive, finishing off with a touchdown pass in the end zone. He comes out absolutely on fire.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Makes the grab. It's Bryson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Punts it out of the air. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
To the air, it's Collins. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He'll start this drive firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
This time he's got him. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Red Wolves racing to the line in a hurry up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Back to throw, it's Owens. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On the ground, it's Clay. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. Finding some room. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running the red zone, it's Clay. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Off the RPO, complete. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Collins. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Spins away from the defender. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Running inside, it's Morgan.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Here's a little room there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Collins. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking a pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing him.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Red Wolves! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to pass, it's Collins. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rogers. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Godwin, he smashes his way through again. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Over to your game in Jonesboro. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Owls will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Arkansas State's head coach told me at the half, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The Red Wolves headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clay. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity gift.
Turning it on! Past the 30, past the 20. Touchdown Owls! With that, grab the lead here in the second half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Clay. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Red Wolves will hustle to the line. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
He's got it again. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another.
Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. area. It's Clay. Hard-hitting tackle. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Unloads quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short. You might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter to make the catch and get the 1st down.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. To the air, it's Owens. Working that left side now. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The option, he'll keep it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Gives it on the option. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Booker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well,
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
To the air, it's Owens. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fakes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. The run inside. It's Morgan. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Booker. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Woods. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Running inside, it's Woods. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across. Touchdown, Owls! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
Get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds. And this has been a really productive drive. Multiple completions, seeing the defense, understand what you're getting, driving the ball down the field. Now it's money.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Owens. Snags it over the middle. using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Summers. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. First and 10. Wants to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation